call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite line receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Georgia's offense is on the field for the first time today. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Wants to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Power football with the run. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, it's an electrifying run. You think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. Bill Sean Moreno. And how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation now because he's got those types of skills.
A little release to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short. Shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, we'll talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him all week.
He's got some space. That's where they mark him down. Running, but never pick up a first down. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got out of trouble and throws. Fires to the tight end. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and his offense is in business. Looking downfield on first down. incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw on third down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Give the defense a lot of credit on that one. A little bit of bend, don't break here in the opening drive of the game. They gave up some yards. They were down inside their own red zone. But on that critical third down, phenomenal effort individually to win his one-on-one, get to the quarterback and bring him down to the ground and really try to take some air out of this offense.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. He slides that just inside the right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at this? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. And the Dogs can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense.
Turning it on! Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, hand him the ball.
Oh, it goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Going to try to get it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads it left. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. 8th play of the drive coming up. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense. Now you understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Off the play fake on first down. Quickly out to the timeout. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He set it downs after the completion. Looking to throw on first down. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Unloads to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position.
Looking for the end zone.
Nice job on the offense, spread them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll be stopped for no gain and will be stopped for the end of the first quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up, and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also pass, man. Take advantage.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. This one's complete. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. So they're facing third and short from the 25. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Gets it to him on the screen. Brings him to the open. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Bermudez. Got a lot of room to the right. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. Like the
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Unleashes one. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football.
They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Right back to the well. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 and the 26, certainly. These corners backing off a bit. First play of the drive, lost to throw. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. He'll do it himself. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. side. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Using his legs, it's Wade. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it in the middle of the attack ball. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Offense working from the pistol. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bermudez. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. So now it's second and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quickly complete. He'll step out of bounds right at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on first and 10 from the 27. Gonna look downfield again. Makes a connection. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown LSU! Fired in from the red zone. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll start this drive going to the air. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. First down for this offense. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Rolling right and going deep. Catch inside the 25. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Tackle on the play at the 17-yard line. And that's a first down for the offense.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Georgia.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They'll go to the air. That one will be incomplete. Quickly to the tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. The lone back's got it. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. LSU now operating in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Wants to fire on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Throws to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches. But you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they will score! Touchdown Bulldogs! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first down. And a Really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The offense set for a first down play. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the right. Great move. Now he's got more. Touchdown, Dynasty! And once he found open space. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. That is the last thing they needed. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Wade. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and it up for a first down. Pass completion move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They'll run this play from the pistol. To the air on second down. Makes the grab. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Traore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Makes the grab on the left. receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team. We're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on last year's national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Charles. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Ohio State's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they would have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Gets it out fast. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Unfortunate to get it back. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Finding open areas. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's Barco. Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. So Georgia's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football from climbing the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts. And he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Buckeyes have taken it inside the 20. To throw, it's Sparko. They'll run the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Buckeyes line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. Trying to pound their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room. Give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. These teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
Punch it out of the air. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind down some room. The Dogs are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put in play from the 41 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. They go to the draw. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Georgia sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll break up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Sparko. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. On a little time, lets it go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. And the Buckeyes will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. Turns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Using the quick game.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
It's complete on the right side. All down and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one comes out hot down the right side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Second down, he'll throw it. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. To the air, it's Barco. Got his man quickly. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. They've gotten deep into the conference race, sitting on top of the standings right now. That conference championship game is starting to loom large.
It is, and there's so much at stake, right? Like knowing in the 12-team playoff that I have a chance to get a bye, right? If I can win my conference. So a lot at stake. They've done really well. They're at the top of the leaderboard right now, Palmer, but a little bit of the season still left.
Yeah, you got to focus on today. We're at that time of the season where all of us love talking about what's coming up and predicting who that conference championship game is going to be. Can they go to the playoff? It all doesn't matter if you don't win this game today, so you've got to be focused here. This is a massive game.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Fires to the wideout. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs are on the move. Look Looking downfield on first down. Quick strike complete.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that quarterback. And a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
Working the middle, it's complete. He was smelling that end zone and they're getting ready for 4 after the big pass play.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting nothing done on first down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Quickly complete. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
And here comes the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Dead center broken. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. To the air, it's Barco. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Buckeyes are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. 3rd down play from the gun. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Buckeyes will punt this one away. He'll take it on the return. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the big fella. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Got it looking for first. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They kick it away on 4th down. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. A little over 20 seconds to play in the half as they take it on 1st and 10.
looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
On defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets him to the 35. And the Dogs have this offense rolling. Going to the ground. Fights off the defender.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over. And right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll run the sneak for it.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision a quarterback created tournaments. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get at.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Dogs!
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. And we're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Looking to throw, it's Barco. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. Here's a snap, ready to cut one loose. caught in the backfield. It's Williams. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Off the RPO, complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to throw again. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
That's a great play by this defense. It's hard when you go against a guy that's so good at the quarterback spot. He can make so many plays, but the defense understood that rep. Nice job getting to him, corralling him, getting him on the ground, and creating the big sack.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Ball will they dial up on second and a long way to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Here on third down for this offense. Motion from the wideout. A run for the quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that lead grows even bigger.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut them out there and let them struggle through the uprights.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give is to Williams. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game-type stat numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, to throw. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Williams. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Off play action. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The run to the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he pulled, couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. That gets them back to within 10.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The give out of the gun. Breaks into the open. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. They'll go to the air on third and short. Under fire. Got rid of it just in time. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down. Georgia lining up to put it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give is to Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw at Sparko. Fires left. It's caught downfield. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Action pass success has a lot to do with selling that play. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big lead.
The Buckeyes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd down. The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He lobs one high down the left side. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. To the air, it's Barco. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down. Wants to keep it in the air. Gets it out fast. There he goes. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous, and he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Unleashes one. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Looking to throw for it. The screen, he can go. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. First down here for the offense.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. And the Buckeyes want to break the tempo. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Gets it out quickly. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Barco. Fires into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Sam Houston. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. back to pass. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Bringing it back. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Oh, they're after him! And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Bringing the heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Gotta have it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked